So I just did two things I don't usually do. I don't know how to get these off my head. Ugh. I was an avid nail biter for the past, I'm 22, for the past 22 years of my life. And I stopped like, what, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, going strong. I just painted my nails for the first time. They're kind of shitty if you look up close, so don't. And then I also was surprised, lovely surprise, this lovely Friday evening with a cockroach crawling on my wall. And yes, needless to say, it is now dead and I have to dispose of it, and I'm avoiding doing that. Happy Friday. Okay, side tangent. You know what's fucking hilarious? Am I allowed to swear on YouTube? I don't know. But, so I'm a big, like, actual book person. I like the physical copy. And my boyfriend's had a Kindle for a while, and I always hated on him for it. I was like, Kindle, fake reader. I don't know why. And then I started getting really jealous because every night we would get in bed, and the lights would be off, obviously, and he would pull out his Kindle and you could just read and then fall asleep. And I would just be like, oh, that is such a good benefit, you know, being able to read in the dark, and it's not that shitty LED shitty screen light, you know, it's like a more natural. And also that he didn't like have to hold it, like he could be on his side, like laying like this and just flip it, you know. So I'm very excited. Christmas came early. And now I gotta figure out how to like set this up and use it. But I'm very excited. But first, before I start using that, you wanna know what book I have to finish? God, I'd be so curious to know if anyone's read this. And trust me, I haven't read a book, well, I actually haven't read a book this big ever, but I haven't read a book that is big like this, even close, in a long time. But it's my grandma, who is like one of my best friends' favorite book, and it's about the story of Hawaii, their history, the gods they used to believe in, and then Christian missionaries who went there, and like the messed up things the missionaries did, some of the messed up things the Hawaiian, like this crazy story. And I'm actually getting really into it. So as you can see, I'm almost halfway. And I have this super cute bookmark that I got from Ora Salt Cave in Buffalo, New York. But yeah, so gotta finish this first, and then I will get to this. Real talk. Oh my god, I keep looking at my nails. Real talk. I have been going through a whirlwind. I went from this past 2 weeks, my boyfriend and I both went from, should we move back to my hometown, or should we send it somewhere else? Should we stay where we are? What's going on? And so far I've decided against moving back because, and I think this is probably a real thing that people who move experience. It's like, you have this idea in your head, of course, and then you get there and it's a little bit different. But also, there's just this period of like appreciating things in your hometown that you didn't before, because of course, new perspective, you're in a new place. But also then you go back there, like I went back there for Thanksgiving, and of course, there is like, I am so close with my siblings in my family. I'm so close. They're literally my best friends. But at the same time, I'm like, fuck, if I want to move and see the world and stuff, I need to do that now, because I know damn well I do want to raise a family, and when I raise a family, I want to be near my siblings. And if they're all still there, that's where I'm gonna be. Period. So I decided against moving back because you get back there too and you remember why you wanted to move out in the first place. Isn't that funny? Like, okay, you move out of your hometown and then you appreciate the hometown. And And then you go back there though and you remember why you moved. It's a mind F. But yeah. But my intuition and like my inner void is like, no, you gotta get out there. You gotta get out in the world, because I know the person I can feel the person I am and like simultaneously becoming. And I'm still craving this uncomfort of not knowing where I'm going. And if I move back, I think it's just I'm gonna use it as an excuse to still feel, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so stay tuned. I might just end up in your city. I do want to move to like a bigger city though. Raleigh's amazing. I do, but it's about the same size as my hometown, and I want to experience something a little bit bigger. So, yeah. So if you are thinking about moving back to your hometown, maybe you should, but maybe you shouldn't. Okay? Question yourself. Ask yourself why. Because for me, it was so that I could be comfortable again. I could be with my family and my friends and experience that again. But there's a bigger part of me, now that I'm willing to see it, that wants to try something else. Go somewhere else. Experience something else. Get more uncomfortable. And I'm excited. I am.